Second half getting ready to get underway here in Pasadena. It is the college football playoff, and if you like defense, if you're a big fan of defensive football, this is the game for you. It is 0-0 going into the second half. We've seen 3 interceptions combined. We've seen 7 sacks. We got 17 passing yards. At least we're doing better yardage-wise for Utah. But Tennessee, -5 rushing yards for a team that rushed for almost 3,000 yards during the regular season between quarterback and running back. 17 yards passing, but it is scoreless. The Utah Utes had the best opportunity down the stretch at the end of the first half. Had a couple of nice throws to get right down the field. In fact, most of that 156 came from those throws where Utah made 3 or 4 throws to go like 70 yards in seconds. And they got down inside the 5, threw an interception, and turned it over. So we're getting ready to kick off the second half here in the Rose Bowl. It is 0-0. So if you're just tuning in, you haven't missed anything yet except a bunch of good defense. So here we go. There's Bonner, who rushed for about 1,300 yards in the regular season, had a very nice kick return. Meanwhile, Johnson, quarterback at Tennessee, almost 1,500 yards rushing for him. They're going to go with their unique rushing attack. Johnson options it out to Gannon, and it's a disaster. Wait, that's Nick Cannon. Is that the famous Nick Cannon of TV? So they've got to have like -20, 25 yards rushing. This is the number 3 ranked, greatest defensive battle. Yes, it is. This is the number 3 ranked rushing attack in the nation right now, going up against the number 1 ranked rushing defense. And you're seeing defense wins out. Defense wins championships. So they say Johnson has not had a good time rushing or throwing the football. But he's going to pick up 8 yards on that scramble. Have they even gotten first downs yet? Very few first downs, if any. Joe Davis, he's been the main guy for this. Yeah, 0 for 4 on third downs for the Tennessee Volunteers. SEC champions against the Big 12 champions. Casey with his second catch of the ball game, and it is a first down. There's Smokey. So Tennessee, with a little bit of offensive production, a good kick return, a first down. Oh, and the option play, Johnson gets it right up to that Vizio. What's the Rose Bowl sponsored by these days? It's not Vizio anymore, is it? It's like PlayStation. We got our little logo on the screen, but we just went with the classic, just the rose. Hand off to Bonner. Tennis. Oh, Bonner, indecision. And got laid out. Was that number 27? Oh, my God. Bonner's indecision cost him a first down. And it's 3rd and 2, and you have to wonder, with this being the best field position in the game for Tennessee, would they go for it here if they don't make it? Johnson keeps it, and he gets ripped down again. Sam Harris, and that was who had the tackle earlier. I was trying to think of his name. That's why I didn't say it. But 4th and 4. WX Man says a trick play. They might do a fake punt. Let's see. Let's do a safe man punt. Because you're right, WX. They might fake it here. Nope, they're going to punt it. And it's going to go into the end zone. Stupid play action. Let's see if we can hit the seam right here. That's what we're going to go for. There's the blocks. There's the seam. Oh, they're hitting hard out there. Action-packed defenses. Action-packed game, action-packed defense. We've been saying it from the beginning. All right, we're gonna go play action right here. Ready? Play action. Good block. No one's open. Cross to run it. And just dive down. That's right. You know, try to get that 15 yards. If you're the quarterback, take that hit. 7 times Andrew Crossman shoved out of the pocket. Shotgun once again. Good snap to give to Bradford. Bradford picks up 4 yards on that carry.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Second SEC team we've played this season. We had the battle with Arkansas when they were number 1. We were number 2, and we got our number 1 spot back. Now Tennessee. Cross floats it up to Jerome Perry, and it's incomplete. We played Alabama in a home-and-home a couple of years ago, a rematch from Utah's famous Sugar Bowl win over Nick Saban. Maybe after this we'll put another SEC team on the schedule. 3rd and 6 for the Utes. Cross. First down, Jermaine Cox. Cox out. And he's out for a first down. That's what people say when Jermaine Cox gets the big plays. Say, Cox out. I worked with a guy, Cox, and he would hang up the phone. And that's what he would say. He'd say, Cox out. But we've been in this field position multiple times throughout the Rose Bowl. Seems like we've been dancing on that logo all day. And we've had one possession where we got inside the 5 and then turned it over. Quick pass by Cross. I think that's Baldwin's first catch of this game. No, second catch. Where's my stat guy? Michelle? Michelle who? My buddy's wife, Michelle? Or Michelle Tanner? 3rd and 3. Hand off to Aaron Price. And it's a first down for the Utes. Okay, this might be it. I mean, some kind of points, right? Another pass play. Cross under duress. Throws it into the turf. Man, the Tennessee defense is no joke. This is very different than if you guys go on our YouTube page. You can check out our college football playoff games with Fresno State and Texas last season. We blew both those teams out. I mean, the defense is playing as good as we did against Fresno State and Texas. But offensively, this is tough, and credit to the Tennessee defense. But Bradford, 9 yards. What a run. Got around the edge. A little slow to get up. He's closing in on some big-time school records. And that's kind of crazy because when you consider the running backs we've had come through here, like legendary Heisman Trophy winner Kevin Hayes, the fact that Bill Bradford's technically not even supposed to be the starter. Aaron Price has better numbers, but Bradford, better overall running back, and he's been the starter the last number of years, and he's another one that's a junior that could, especially for a running back, it's pretty rare that a running back would come back to college football. They're so injury prone these days. Get to the NFL and try to get that big contract if you can, which is also pretty rare in the NFL. Aaron Price comes in now. Price, I think he's a junior, so he may come back if Bill Bradford hits the bricks, hits the road. Price remains in the game here on 2nd and 10. Right down the middle of the pipes here. Price. And Utah right now sticking to the rushing attack last couple of plays.
That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
This might be another one of those thrillers. SK Money was here. We had those double overtime games with BYU and Missouri. Bill Bradford, and all right. This is our best shot at getting some points right now. 17 first downs to 1. And it's 0-0. First and goal. The block, and we have points in the Rose Bowl. 6-0, Utah on the board. And if you want to see Utah score some more points, you can check us out by following on Twitch. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube to see all the past Utah Utes videos. Follow us on X because we tweeted we were going live. Patreon will have all the games early and ad-free. And, of course, you can support the channel on Streamlabs and Ko-Fi. Get yourself a message across the screen up in the top left corner. You get yourself a little message if you drop something into our Streamlabs jar. And you can just support the channel in general over at Ko-Fi. So we appreciate that. Thank you guys for your support. TV Sports 27. Bonner will take it out. He had the nice kick return moments ago here on the board. But just like Dan, who's in the chat with us, you guys can become Patreon supporters. We had an Ultra Fan stream not too long ago. Damon with the Pokemon trading card game that SK Money loved. He didn't know what was going on, but he loved it. And Dan recently becoming a Patreon supporter, so thank you guys. So we'll see at Tennessee now that there's points on the board. Johnson. No, and once again, Sam Harris has had a big game. 24 yards passing. But I mean, that's per usual for Johnson. It's usually his rushing attack, but this rushing attack has also been shut down. But they're looking like, look at this, 4 wide. But they're going to throw it again. And they are. Johnson completes that one to Nick Cannon. And another time where Tennessee's going to find themselves in a 3rd and short. And we're going to see who wins out. Utah defense or Tennessee offense. We will be looking at the Sugar Bowl after this, so stay tuned. Johnson hangs on to it, and that's what he's been doing all year long to the tune of 1,500 yards rushing. It took until the end of the 3rd quarter to see it, but that is why this Volunteers team has rushed for almost 3,000 yards between quarterback and running back.
Man left. 4 down. Mike's 50.
Utah 7, Tennessee 4, college football playoff, the Sugar Bowl. Ohio State and Texas State. Also some controversy over that, whether an undefeated team from Conference USA that didn't have the strongest schedule, but they had more wins against a team with 10 wins in Texas State's win over SMU than Miami did. Miami feels like they should have had that spot, and the cachet of Miami, Tennessee, Ohio State, and Utah would have probably been the bigger cachet than Texas State. But all the debate will go with the results of the Fiesta Bowl and the results of the Sugar Bowl. We know we got a 12-team playoff on the horizon. Whether we get the new game and it's great and we do it on there, or we keep this game and keep using the playoff tool and modify it. And that will be it for the 3rd quarter. It's 7-0 in the Rose Bowl. A win for Utah is win number 35, which would break the Miami Hurricanes early 2000s and quote-unquote USC of the mid-2000s, which no longer has those wins because they were vacated. It will tie Utah with the Toledo Rockets of the 70s for 35 wins, and would set the modern era record by breaking Miami and USC's record, unless you consider the 70s modern era. So it's 3rd and 4. After that, it's just Penn and Washington and Oklahoma from the 1800s and the 50s. 4th down and 1 for the Tennessee Volunteers. They hand it off, and Bonner gets the first down. And Tennessee is answering Utah's best drive with their best drive so far. And we get to listen to old Rocky Top again. Listen, here, I'll turn it up. And old Rocky Top. Rocky Top. Johnson runs it and he gets tripped up. Boy, Johnson wanted that end zone.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Tennessee's they're feeling like they're getting close.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. Mike's 50.
Johnson keeps it. And he cuts inside. And the Tennessee Volunteers have scored. Well, you questioned it because you hadn't seen Tennessee all year. Whether or not 3,000 yards rushing, if this team was really that good. And Johnson finally unleashed. You see what we've seen all year long. What most of the fans have seen all year long. And we are tied at 7 in the 4th quarter with 35 wins on the line and a spot in the college football playoff on the line. Newton gets some blocks. Kick returner of the year. Go big or go home for the national championship to play either Texas State or Ohio State. Either a rematch with Ohio State from the Fiesta Bowl 2 years ago, a rematch with Texas State from like 15 years ago, or we're going home. Cross delivers it, cocks out, first down. No, they're going to say 2nd and inches. If we lose this game, do you guys want to see the national championship? We just stream it and watch it? I haven't done that before. I used to do that on my old channel. I would bring you the national championship. All right, 2nd. Let's not even talk like that. We're going to be in the title game. Bill Bradford, first down. And Bradford injured. Hopefully that's not serious because he's the #1 main guy. But we got Aaron Price. Next man up mentality here. Boy, that hurts even more now, that interception that we threw at the end of the 2nd quarter. Aaron Price. It's about 3. Only an abdominal strain, so we'll get him back out there. Cross takes it under duress, rolls out and finds Brian Baldwin down to the 36, and Brian Baldwin lands awkwardly on that shoulder. They're going to have to drag him out. Give him a salt tablet or something. We need sideline reporter. Some kind of sideline reporter. Jesse Ventura, maybe? Risk, we're going to put him in now. Put Bradford in now. Low risk. Let's talk to former Governor Jesse Ventura down on the sideline. You know, former XFL color commentator. What are you seeing down there, Jesse? Boy, I tell you what. They got the injuries left and right. They dragged the man off the field, and they put him up in the big red tent, and they got the needle going. You know, they're gonna put the adrenaline back in the man, pump him up, and get him back out in the game. Bill Bradford, he had the abdominal, just the strain, so they're gonna get that all ready to go and get him back out there. All right, thanks, Jesse Ventura. Great. 2nd down and 2. I don't know if you're supposed to say needle on TV, but he did. You know, it's with the get him. Oh, and I'm gonna put him in the game. This is for the national championship. This is for the big one, for everything. The famous NFL films, Rams, Titans. Dick Vermeil, when the players were coming off, and they say, this is the Super Bowl. Newton to the outside. Touchdown, Jason Newton. Touchdown, Utah. And the Utes reclaim the lead. Seven-play, 70-yard drive in the face of all the doubters. Andrew Cross comes up big once again. jam-packed. How many we got at the Rose Bowl? 90,000, 95,000. You take a look at Johnson finally going 21 points here in the second half after a scoreless first half. Johnson runs it, and he gets brought down.
That's a loss of 4 yards on the play.
Brandon Charles, we've seen Joe Davis back there all day. That's what we got to do. We got to contain that guy again. Because we finally saw what defenses have been dealing with all year long. When Johnson gets out of the pocket with those option plays. He's going to throw it here, and he gets sacked back-to-back.
Loss of 6 yards on the play.
Eric Lambert.
3rd and long.
Look at Lambert. Spin move, engage with the offensive lineman, and brings down Johnson. So 3rd and 20 for the Vols. They would have to go for it, right? They couldn't possibly think about punting it. Johnson to Martin. That's going to make this decision a lot easier. Terrence Martin.
4th down.
So 4, and they are going to punt the ball away. Watch for the fake. The Volunteers are going to play defense, which all game the defense has been good. Hard-hitting, heavy defense. But they've allowed 2 touchdowns on back-to-back drives. Newton waiting for the blocks to set up. To the outside. Oh, what a hit. Throw the flag for 15. Here's what we got. I mean, almost 400 yards of total offense. 300 more yards, just about, that Utah has than Tennessee. We're going in clock chewing mode here. And yet, it's a 7-point game. So this is what it comes down to. 1 or 2 first downs. And this game is Dunyan rings. With Utah going to the national championship back-to-back years, it would be the first time since Ohio State went back-to-back years. What was it, season 11 and 14? Go look on Patreon. All the numbers are up there. Tennessee not yet calling a timeout. Utah can't go completely conservative here. They can think about running the ball 3 consecutive times. There's a lot of time left. They are going to throw it cross. Woo! Woohoo! Almost intercepted.
That'll make it 3rd and 9.
And it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Keep 26. Keep 26. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
This is a huge play. Jason Newton loses that battle with Matt Williams. Look at that jersey. That's a football player right there. They're covered in dirt. They play on the real deal, the natural grass in Pasadena. 3 and out for the Utah Utes. And Tennessee is going to have a shot with 2.5, but with their offense, little rugby-style kick. Look at that. That's going to kill some time. Don't down it. Don't down it. Let some time run. Look at that. They ate up like 5 more seconds off the clock. You see those big hits. Eric Lambert and company. There's Joe Davis. But Johnson did get the big run. He did get the touchdown. 5 sacks for the Utah Ute defense. Short dump screens. Do they have time for that? 2.5 minutes? They're going to set up 3 wide with a tight end. They're going to send the man in motion. So they got 3 wideouts on the right side. Johnson gives it to Bonner, cuts inside, and picks up 7 yards.
Call it a gain of 7 yards.
They may have enough time. They got to go quick, but they may have enough time to go to their rushing attack here. We're going to go with the QB spy.
3 down. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Johnson to run it. There's the spy. Johnson and Charles go face to face, and Johnson picks up the first down. We hit the 2-minute mark, and they're going to go hurry up offense. I think we're going to stay with quarterback spy. I have a feeling you're going to try to run this thing a lot. Johnson stays in the pocket. There he goes. Oh, man. He held on to that and then decided to run it way too late. Lee Anderson gets his second sack, and now they got to bring everybody back. That's brutal. That's going to eat up a lot of time. And they're going to be gassed as well. Those receivers having to run the football's length field twice. Johnson this time does. There's your dink and dunk pass, WX man. To Bonner. They will huddle up on this one. 14-7. A minute 15. 3rd and 8. Johnson pressured, gets rid of it to the tight end, Casey, and it's a first down for the Volunteers with a minute 06. Clock will stop on a first down. They keep their timeouts with them. And that was a clutch play by Rashad Johnson. Now they're going to go empty set. Look at this. 5 wide receivers. Doesn't mean they won't run it. Johnson out to Bonner. And the timeout called by the Volunteers. The defense. Oh my God. Everyone's sick at work. 2nd and 2. Empty set again with 5 wide receivers. Rashad Johnson. He's going to take off. He stutter steps, sheds a corner, and gets the first down with 46 seconds and a timeout called. Oh my God. Overtime in the Rose Bowl, maybe? I don't know what's happening. We need to get a turnover. Johnson, pressure, he steps up, he avoids 2 sacks, and he busts forward, stays on his feet. Time's gonna run though with 1 timeout. Oh my God, they don't take it. 30 seconds, they're gonna spike it. They spike the ball. They clock it. They clocking it. Tennessee will clock it on 3rd and 1. I told you a 0-0 game was going to turn out exciting. That's why you got to come back, TB Sports. Dan the man's losing it over here. 3rd and 1. Johnson. It's intercepted. Picked off by our Bonner. He's going to take it back. Bonner on Bonner tackle right there. Terai Bonner picks it off. And with 1 timeout, that's the game. Utah going to the national championship. Back-to-back seasons. Woo! Tennessee put a little scare into us. Unbelievable. Don't go anywhere because we're going to see if the Texas State Bobcats or the Ohio State Buckeyes. I almost called them the Buccaneers. I was so worked up. Who's going to go to the national championship? We got big spam. Someone has big spam. There it is. Let the time tick down. And there it is. National championship, 35 wins in a row. We have broken USC's record. This is the 20th season, and we got to 35 wins in a row. There's your play of the game, Andrew Cross, SK's favorite player. They avenged the Rose Bowl defeat to the Army Black Knights. They have won back-to-back playoff games, back-to-back national championships, and we'll see if it's a Fiesta Bowl rematch or a Texas State Series rematch. Tennessee, disappointed, but they put up a heck of a fight. Bonner, try Bonner. He's going to get the player of the game. How about that? Where should the national championship be? Maybe we can, I don't know, can we do it in Pasadena again? I'll have to pick. We get to pick from the list where the national title We've done Vegas, and we did Tampa, the Raymond James. Anyone ever been to Raymond James before? Tampa, Raymond James, and then we did Indianapolis last year, which is where we beat Texas. So something about beating these teams, orange and white. Texas, Tennessee, forget about it. Same uniform, same result, 14-7. Utes going to the Big Dance National Championship. And there it was. And for Johnson, I mean, Bonner wasn't even there. I wasn't even there. Bonner wasn't there. And then the other Bonner got him. It was Bonner on Bonner. And he stepped up, brought him down, and stepped up and got the interception. Because when he threw the ball, when Johnson threw the ball to Casey, who had the big clutch play earlier, let's look at that play one more time before we go. And we're going to see who won the Sugar Bowl. So hang tight with us. Well, let me save these while we're at it. Gotta save them. Gotta have my picture history here to remember one of the greatest defensive slugfest Rose Bowls of all time. Look at that. Oh. All right, we're gonna look at the play that sealed it from Bonner. Let's see how far back he was. Let's go. Can we go end zone? No, that's not going to give us a good angle here. How about from the wire? No, terrible. We got to get a good press box wide. There we go. Look at this. I mean, he's open. When Johnson makes the throw, tight end's wide open. We'll go wide. We'll go wide for this one. Or no, let's go tight. No, we need to go wide. We can't see anything that way. So I don't even know you can fault Johnson because he's open. It was just a great play by Bonner to step up, interception. And that sealed the deal. Okay, now we will find out, and then I'm going to have to go off camera. I don't know when we'll play the national championship. Maybe Thursday, maybe this weekend. I'm going to be going to a show this weekend, so I don't know. I want to play Mario Wonder again, too. And then after college football, we're going to do another season. I'm going to do at least 2 more seasons. Then we'll finish up NFL 2K5. We'll finish up Madden with the Broncos. And then we will get some arena football and Legends RXFL football going. Some final stats. There they are. Tennessee finally picked it up. I mean, not great numbers, but they were doing a lot better in the second half than what they did in the first half. Players of the game, Newton, 104, and of course Bonner, 6 tackles, 1 for a loss, a sack, an INT. Johnson ended up finishing 69 yards and a nice touchdown with 84 yards passing. So we ended up seeing that rushing attack a little bit from Johnson. Oh, God. Yeah, cancel for right now because I need to save to my flash drive. Yes, add to the profile. I've played for so long I can't even add any more trophies. And then we have to simulate the Ohio State-Texas State game. And then I can go and make the national championship. Here we go. Is Texas State going to shock the world 12-0? Or is Miami getting ready for the Fiesta Bowl going to just shake their head at home saying, we could have beaten... We could have beaten. Look at that. Look at that placeholder. They didn't used to have that. That's nifty. Here we go. Ohio State, Texas State. Simulate and see who plays Utah for the big national championship. Last time at mid-major, it was Miami, Ohio. They got blown out by the Oklahoma Sooners. Will it be the same result here in the Sugar Bowl, in the Superdome? And it's another blowout. So it's going to be Ohio State. And I don't know, that might that's going to tick off Miami. That I don't know, for the committee. We'll see. It was close. Look at early on. Texas State had the lead, and then Ohio State. And actually, it was very competitive. In no score in the first quarter. Then Texas State had the lead, and then they kept the lead in the third quarter with that touchdown, and then Ohio State rattles off 4 touchdowns in a row unanswered. So it's going to be a rematch. It will be a Fiesta Bowl rematch. So we last played Ohio State. The last time we didn't go to the college football playoff was 2 seasons ago. And that was in season number 18. We finished 11-2. And that was the last time we lost a game. We last lost 2.5 seasons ago to Nebraska, 42-29. We also lost to Texas 40-8 that year. We played Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl and beat them 37-17. That was 2 seasons ago. Now we get Ohio State, arguably the 2 best teams in college football. Ohio State 13-1, Utah 14-0, number 3 versus number 1. And good Lord, is that whose stats is that? Is that Texas State 4 of 10? Are they a rushing team too? Oh yeah, they're a heavy rushing team. Because I was gonna say those numbers are terrible. For Ohio State, they didn't do much passing wise either, but they also have a heavy. Is everyone just a heavy rushing attack team? This is crazy. It's gonna be just like Tennessee. So the national championship is set. It is going to be Utah and Ohio State. Let's look at Ohio State's schedule before we get on out of here and get home to our families. No first place votes, but arguably the 2 best teams in the nation are set to go at it. That all-time record can't be correct. 15 wins, no way. Ohio State, you can see 9 national titles with their last win coming in 2023. And let's look at a little more history. Ohio State has won national titles in our game here. They won back-to-back season 10 and season 11. Ohio State beat Illinois in the national championship 38-20, and they beat Texas A&M 30-15. And since then, they have not been to a national championship game. So we're coming up on the 20th national championship, and Ohio State won in season 10 and season 11. So they've been there twice before. Utah undefeated in the national championship, 4-0, and it's going down. Ohio State, Utah, team leader. Prater right there. Wasn't he going for a Heisman or something? And he's not even up there. Their only loss, Northwestern, kind of a blowout loss, but the rest of the way, Ohio State, high-scoring offense, 52. Not a great defense. Could bode well for us, but a high-scoring offense. Beat Washington State, beat Akron, beat Rutgers, Iowa, Bowling Green, Cincy, Central Michigan. Then they had the ranked wins against Iowa and the big one against Wisconsin. So it's going to be the national championship. Next time we stream with you guys, Ohio State and Utah for the national title. Big 10 versus Big 12 in the big dance. Thanks for tuning in. Lovely supporters of TV Sports 27. We're going to see you guys next time. I don't know, maybe Thursday we do the national championship. And then this weekend we could do the season wrap-up and the off-season. We'll see. Be on the lookout for Thursday for the Natty title game. We'll see you guys later.